Welcome back to your daily tarot cards. These are your daily tarot cards for Tuesday, March 16th, 2021. Today we're pulling from the Wild Unknown tarot cards. Our first card is the Ace of Swords. I feel like we're going to be victorious. They're bringing a lot of things to light. We were talking about this earlier, major change and transformation. We see that with the Death card as our final card. You know, they're saying as one thing leaves our life, something beautiful is coming in. They're sitting there, and I feel like, Spirit was saying with IG, this is the final act. This is the final showdown. This is, you have seen this, you've been hearing things for this for a while, and they're saying, I was reading this for IG, and I can hear, how it gets cold and warm. Our deck expands and, shrinks. So now it's expanding again, so it made this loud knocking noise. And I feel like you've known this has been coming. We have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is talking about fear, worry, and doubt revolving around the home. Some of us, it's like, am I going to have enough money, because, work has been slow. And it's just like, a healer that I follow said, enjoy this time because things are about to heat up. And that's exactly what I felt like. It's like, enjoy this time because when things are really busy, as much as I love being busy, it's just like I feel guilty because I'm not spending as much time with the kids, but they know that I need to do that. We have the Lovers card. So this could either be reflection of a relationship or this could be duality because Lovers is usually Gemini. So Gemini is the twin, so it's duality. So this could be someone coming into your life and it's a lot of things mirror each other. Those two mirror each other to the T. And I kept on being told by this healer that a fire sign was coming back into my life. And I had someone come back into my life, and our childhood, unfortunately, and our adult life have mirrored each other in good ways and bad ways. So it's just like I'm very much looking forward to what how our relationship expands as we move forward. We have Death as our final card. Scorpio, anything that they feel like it's it. This is the final act. Curtain call. They're showing the curtains closing. They're like, this is it. This was that was it for you, and it's just like, major change and transformation here. So we've been talking about this for the past 3 weeks. We highlighted 3 weeks ago this cycle that we're going through, and a lot of us have been really going through it where it's just like, something is leaving our life, but something also beautiful is coming into our life at the same time. And even though it feels like storm going on around us, a lot of us have been feeling like this. They're like, you know what? It's just, we're purging these feelings. I had a big cry yesterday, and it's just like, I feel a lot better today. It's just like, I needed to get that out. I needed to feel those feelings. I usually cry at the drop of a hat, but it's just like, I was watching the Billie Eilish documentary, and that made me cry like crazy. But it's just like, it just made me realize how amazing this person that has come back into my life is. And, a lot of things, beautiful things have come out of, what we've been through. And I'm just like, the universe is compensating, in a way for what she's gone through. And I'm like, nothing can ever take away what that experience, but it doesn't define us. And she's, I'm really excited. It gives me someone to look up to, that it's just like, everyone always looks to me, oh, I'm strong and stuff. But it's just like, I'm glad I have someone to look up to. And I definitely feel like this with my best friend, Janet, that we mirror each other. Finally, someone in my life gets it. You know what I mean? So it's just, I feel like, this person said it best. It's just like, I've always been alone. And I'm like, yep, lone wolf. And it's just like, now she has her tribe. And I'm like, yep. And I'm blessed, and I pray that this is going to end up being a tribe person of mine. I cannot wait to see what transforms here. So we're going to start with the Ace of Swords. So truth, mental clarity. So if you've been feeling that something's been really knocking on you, I feel like this is Spirit saying, we're giving you the clarity. They're saying with the lightning, nothing can hide in the light. So, super full moon on the 28th. Nothing can hide in the full moon. Now it's going to be a super full moon. Whatever wants to hide will have to go under a rock, under a volcano. Because nothing's going to hide. You will be successful with this, but the infinity symbol, the way that it is. I feel like getting your chakras in alignment, because like you look at the sword, it's straight. You know what I mean? So it's lining up your chakras at this time. Meditation. Deborah Silverman was talking about this, that this new moon would be a great time to meditate, a time of healing, a time for peace. When lightning strikes, the whole world seems to light up for just 1 second. It is though as you could see everything. And this vision lingers on even through the storm. Such is the power of the Ace of Swords. Your mind will become clear, your thoughts precise. It's a great time to make those decisions you've been putting off. So Spirit has been telling you for a while, this situation. You're like, you know what? It's okay. They're going, you made excuses for their bad behavior. Excuse after an excuse. And it's just like, you know what? That was the final straw. That was the final curtain call for you. And it's like, you know what? Asalu, if you have to deal with them, but, boundaries. And that's what my person has taught me. She said, hi and bye. Got to set up those boundaries. 2 Canadian keys are mates for life, traveling partners with an expansive sky. The Lover's card is a welcome sight in any reading, as it suggests a beautiful and strong relationship on the horizon. Yes, you'll experience all the thrills of desire and romance, but meanwhile, you'll be building a solid foundation together. And I feel like, especially dealing with the Fords, with the Four of Pentacles, I don't think this is going to be such a shock where you have to start all over again, and it's that hard, like a tower moment. I feel like you're rebuilding your foundation, and it's going to be 20% more stronger. You're taking out what doesn't work. You started this equation, and you realize it doesn't work. So now you're going to take out that piece that doesn't work, and you're going to make the equation that much more stronger, and you're going to reach your resolution. So I feel like, we know that this wasn't working. We've put crazy glue, no nails, we've gorilla glue, everything on this thing, and it ain't working. So it's just like, why are we forcing something? Why are we, what I mean? Why are we trying to make someone feel the same way that we think that they should feel? So they obviously don't feel that way. And I feel like this has defined every, partnership I've had in my life. Making someone to feel what I feel. And it's like, you know what? It's not reciprocated. So why sit there and beat a dead horse? The lovers honor and respect each other. And if you don't have someone that honors and respects you, but you honor and respect them, and they don't give that in return, then it's like, what's the point? And with that, they can go anywhere. So I feel like this isn't going anywhere, So it's time to cut it out. If you're already in a relationship, and it's time to be grateful and nourish this rare, precious gem. So maybe, they highlight with, I think it's the Death card talking about control. But there's one of these cards that are talking about control, and it's like, if you are sitting there trying to control someone because you feel like that's how you can control the situation, or you're afraid that they're going to cheat on you. Four of Pentacles is all about fear, worry, doubt, home issues. The lovers come beforehand. So are you sitting there trying to control this your partner? I feel like this is a male trying to control a female, and he puts he acts a certain way in fear of that she's going to cheat on him. Well, it's like you're going to push her away because you're being malicious to her. So sit there and admit you're wrong, and that is the biggest part of growth, and raising your vibration, admitting when you made a mistake, but also your actions. Words are words, but when you put them to action, and you're like, you know what? If they're going to cheat, they're going to cheat. And then, you know what I mean? Then you could just move on with your life. But it's like, if you sit there and you keep suffocating something, eventually it's like a candle. You keep taking the oxygen away from a candle, and eventually the light is going to burn out. And then you're going to be sitting there the rest of your life. Why did I do that? So, realize that that's not who they are, and just, be grateful for the love that you have in your life. They talk about the lovers, they mate for life. So realize they're telling you this is your twin flame. This is the mate for life. So stop trying to suffocate them. So possession, control. Okay, so it is the Four Pentacles. The Four Pentacles first suggests material gain and stability. Only good news for your bank account and home. Yet underneath the surface, this is a card of warning. Do not become possessive or controlling. Holding on too tight to the material world will leave you rigid, stagnant, and displeasing to others. Wealth is a concept. And I feel like it's like there's different ways of wealth. You sit there and you have everything. They're like, why are they so happy and I have but they don't have what I have. You know, I'm alone and I'm lonely. I have this big house and lots of money, beautiful clothes, but here I am in this big empty house alone. But they sit there and they have a modest house, and they have kids, they have a partner, and they're happy. Because while you were so busy making that money, they were making money to pay the bills and be responsible. But while you were working yourself to death, they were sitting there going home for dinner, taking holidays, being present at birthday parties and baseball practice and dance and everything. So they were putting the effort into the relationship, So it's like the grass is only greener where you water it. So even though you sit there and you work yourself to the bone and you achieve that success, you could still have that love of your life. But it's like everything that you put into making your money, you're going to have to put into a relationship. And you cannot be controlling of it. You can't be sitting there trying to suffocate it. You got to sit there and accept the beauty of what it is. You got to put the energy in. Not every relationship is perfect. But it's like, every opportunity is, every day, every minute is an opportunity to change things the way they are. So we have death, closure, and transformation. No one loves the sight of the death card in a reading. We spend most of our lives denying death altogether. So when this card appears, it is easy to get frightened and think it's bad. But with the death card, it's all about change and transformation. This is the Scorpio zodiac sign. In this card, in traditional tarot, you see the sun coming out. So they're saying, even though something has come to a finish, like the Ace of Swords, they're saying they're bringing something to your life, and it's going to be the ending of something. With the 8, the infinity symbol, they're saying as something leaves, something beautiful is coming in. The Lover's card, someone is coming back into your life to replace what you feel so hurt about. They're bringing this to your face right now because they're saying this is a time to let go. We all thought January was going to bring this change and transformation. It's coming now, right before spring. So it's just, you know what I mean? And it's just like, why not? Why not start off this rebirth of ourselves in springtime on a higher note? And put up our boundaries. Some people, we can't totally cut people out of our lives or totally cut environments out of our life. Maybe this is your job. But it's like, we are the dictators of our life. Do not allow this to happen anymore. The sun is the brightest, beautifulest card you can get in the tarot. So even though the death card looks very bleak, they're saying, the sun will shine. It is up for you. It's up to you. Do you want this change and transformation? A lot of us definitely feel it. Give into this change and transformation so you don't have to learn this lesson again. So you don't have to go through this again. Don't let the drama distract you from the message. Something in your life needs to end. So they're saying, even though this, like myself, purging, crying, because it's like I'm purging this person. I'm purging this environment. So they're saying, do not get distracted from what the message is. This needs to end. Final curtain call, as they were saying. It needs closure. This will happen voluntarily or involuntary. So if you want it or not, it's going to happen. Either way, you will feel a positive transformation begin after the initial forms of suffering have passed. So right now, you may be like me, crying and going through it. And it's just like, you know what? Be like the hermit. Go within, sit there and feel everything. But know that it's temporary. The Tibetans build these beautiful mandalas out of sand. And when it's complete, they sit there and wipe it all away. Because they just tell you this is temporary. The pain, the sorrow, everything you're feeling, the lightning, the storm is temporary. And as you move forward, you will see this beautiful change and transformation. And remember that someone else is going to replace what you are getting rid of. There's a reason for all of this. So I hope you guys enjoyed your daily tarot cards for Tuesday, March 16th, 2021. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.